Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
line. Yo.
We go! 50, plant!
Nah, well, from my nap, I've been up since early as fuck this morning.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in
so he got
at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
How old is he? Look at B-Raw, though.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Oh, fuck nigga blitzed the fuck out of me in man blitz. What the fuck?
Ready? Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that Johnny D. Don't let him breathe.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's upended at the 33.
God, he got Matt Breida.
Pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
One leash shot.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Roberts has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards.
Who you using in that cover 2? The corner?
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
We only saying 3?
On 1st down, here's Breida. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
What?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
He's gonna probably do an out route.
Hey, check, go.
Now Bridgewater.
Oh, come on.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You ready?
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. 50, out low. Check 55 to Mike. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the
Yeah,
carry.
it's too late, I guess.
Here he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple
This nigga
of
play like
runs.
Beezy.
Just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Go now. And 2 stop. Check 1. X3. Get it.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28,
Is it
30,
stone
they could be in
flat?
some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Panthers 9, Titans nothing.
Oh, the Gabriel? Okay. 'Cause
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Score. Pull together. Shift.
2nd and 6. Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside
It was too
the
late.
20.
I already
That
hiked
one
the
good
ball.
for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Henry running right. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a
I
team
don't
that's
get no
pretty good against the run?
no
Well,
blocks
if
for
you're a
some
pretty
reason.
good running team. If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Hey, Haywood. Hey. Right there, 54 Mike. Big grip.
To throw on second down. Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I try to throw it to the other
Those
nigga, bro.
INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you give
I did it. He was in the
those
street.
are precious, so you have to learn from those
Yeah.
and in a hurry.
And some space here. Heck of a start.
I streaked him because his corner was on the inside.
From scrimmage.
Was playing inside heavy.
Went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Titans' 48-yard line.
On the set. Mike 5-4. Hey. 49, check 40. Twist.
Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. 4 yards on the completion, and it's
Crazy, like that's a whole 4 yards.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to
Come on,
have the
bruh.
first down yardage to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Let's pick it up. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check it out. Watch out. Hey, alert 3.
They don't got no speed on this team.
3 yards
Took
on
it
the
slow.
pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here
What's
on
the
second
difference
down.
with sink and cover 2? Chopper 2. What you like better?
Here we go. Hey, come on.
Fuck.
6 guys. Check 6.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell
Fuck
your
nigga
offensive
fast.
coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Breida, he'll try the right side, and he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise
Dory
the
Jackson got
offense for
5
trying to
tackles,
set the
bro.
tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Big dance. Hey, watch it. Check three.
They run forward with Breida, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the
I was about to say, bro, if I ran commit to the left and he's still able to get that.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there.
I gotta find a way to beat this stupid
An
ass.
interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give me some. Now. Check three. Get down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tahir Whitehead racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Hey, lock it. Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And some room to
Wow, bruh.
And he's giving his guys a shot for
That's so
late
annoying,
points
bro.
as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Final play of the half. Bridgewater. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash. And this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Breida. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
You mean if I think it's going left?
Protect this lead. Give it to the backs. Play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Let's go.
Here's Breida. And he is tackled.
So use the side of the safety that is running to?
35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hatchet, hatchet. Kill, kill, kill. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Scarlett. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Dory.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 55, Mike 55. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Shut up.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, let's get some paper.
Bridgewater. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to
I do in every other one.
Picks up the first down.
I'm about to, though.
Mike 55. Check 55. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 55.
Bridgewater on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, Bridgewater, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I think I'm getting the hang of it now.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And he missed it. Let's go.
Well, remember last year, week 5.
All right, I got to figure out how I got to move the ball.
Away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a
that's
kick
it.
or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game. You know, and me and my crew, we got to see him. When they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, the head coach Ron Rivera
it's
told
hard for
the
me to
media
throw it too.
that his special teams coach had told him, hey,
Shit,
he's
I
good
can't.
up to 65, coach. And each game, that's what the special teams coach does. Evaluates the distance, lets the head coach know.
Yeah, no doubt he's got the leg, but this time couldn't put it through. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Charlie. Go. 54. We own this.
2nd and 14. Got a man. It's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
You got it. You got it.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off on the safety, Eric Reed.
Did I have time?
With great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Run it. Mike 4. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it.
I had plenty of time that time, but the other times I didn't.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to look. He's got it at the 15.
That's crazy because I really
for Carolina. 41 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Another loss.
Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Defensively, you said
let's go. Let me try this time. Let me see you.
Was 20
Nigga
points
sacking me, got me out of my fucking element.
Offense too, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, I just realized it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch.
Hey, Alpha. Get.
Back to throw. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25.
I'm going to go to my tight formation.
Up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the
what
type
I'm
of
saying?
afternoon this offensive line has had.
I got Henry back there blocking, but it don't matter.
Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, Echo.
See, I'm doing an out route, a post.
Right there.
Hold on.
54, right
Let me
there.
do a
Right there.
fade.
54, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Big grip. Big grip.
Operating from the gun. Herbert hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On 4th down, Herbert looking deep for Gabriel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They brought the house that time.
So the receiver that ran slanted, that did the slant?
Through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Kill. Bang. Bang. Check 15. Check.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a
So right
receiver,
ring, wrong
and he's
throw.
brought down. Nick Perry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Mike 54.
At the 26-yard line.
Get in the right room.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down and that's caught inside the 35.
Damn, I put Butler ass back in the middle third, well, in the deep third, but not the middle.
Touchdown. This thing is ugly. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line. 22 line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw. Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. Eli Apple good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They run with Breida. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They run again with Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Yep. Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down, you can take him out of the play.
There he goes left side, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
it. In that case, run it up.